Hey there, it's Misty here, one half of the Biz Solution Sisters. And you are here today because you were interested in learning more about what our Facebook automation tools can do for you and your business as a real estate broker, real estate agent. So you may have received this video from me, from my business partner, Taylor, or maybe from one of our official partners. I am recording this for you today to show you exactly how you could use these tools and how they can help you and your business, how you can generate leads on autopilot while you sleep without spending shitloads of money on paid ads, on a lead gen expert, because these are so simple to use. Anyone can do it. It's hardly going to cost you any time. So generating leads on autopilot, but then also we're going to have a look at how you can massively increase your closing rates and how you can sell more to your existing pipeline, as well as all those leads you'll be adding to your pipeline once you start using these tools, and a bunch of other stuff that is really, really game changing. So let me share my screen. Give me a second. There we are. You should be able to see my Facebook. I know my Facebook might look a little different from yours. That's just because I'm using a distraction blocker that hides my news feed, because I do a lot of business on Facebook and I don't want to get sucked into that rabbit hole. But yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about today. So what we are here to talk about is lead gen on Facebook. From my experience working with real estate agents and real estate agencies, I know that many of us are very active on Facebook, and Facebook, more specifically Facebook groups, can be a real gold mine to find potential buyers for whatever you may be offering. So you'll most likely know about this and know what types of groups I'm talking about. And that could be different for everyone, right? It really depends on what you have in your portfolio, what type of properties are you offering, what area are you offering real estate in. But I am just going to, oh wait, something comes up here already from a previous search. I am just going to go into a random Facebook group for Koh Samui, which is where I am currently. And this one is not specifically sales only. I see this is a group with property on Samui, both for sale as rent. But again, you can be very, very specific on your groups, reaching your audience or your ideal potential buyers in your area. But as we can see here, there's a bunch of people posting property for sale, for rent. And of course, that's something you can do and you should do if you're not already doing this. But there's a lot more we can do, which is more efficient even. So this group in particular has 7.5 thousand members. If you are offering property on Koh Samui, most of the members in this group, most of the people who are in this group are looking to buy or rent property or a house or a business or a hotel, whatever you are offering again, in your area. So these can all be potential buyers, right? Now, I know that in those groups, you'll also find a bunch of competitors, a bunch of other brokers, but we have a way to filter out exactly those people we want to connect with or we don't want to connect with. So what we are going to do is we're going to connect with all of those people. We're going to send them a friend request and we're going to start a conversation with them to find out what they are looking for exactly and to see if we can potentially help them find what they are looking for, right? So we do that by going into the members list and Facebook constantly updates and changes things, right? I know that some Facebook groups show a tab people right here. In some cases, it says members, but there will always be either of those options, and that will bring you to all of the people who are in this group, with most of them looking for property in your area. So we could go through this list manually and spend hours a day checking out people's profiles, see if we think they could indeed be a potential buyer. Or we can automate this, spend no time on it, filter those people we want to connect with. That's what we're going to do. And also, by automating this and by using our tools, we can make sure that we fly under the Facebook radar and protect our account from possible restrictions or ending up in Facebook jail completely. Yeah, it's a real thing. And Facebook, as some of you may know, is getting more and more sensitive on or strict on these kind of things. So any unusual behavior, any unusual activity on Facebook can get you in trouble nowadays. Whether that's connecting with people, sending friend requests, whether that's sending too many messages, too many of the same messages, whether that's commenting too much, whatever that may be. But we always have features built in to help keep our account safe from scenarios like this. So I am going to open our Genius Connector tool, which acts as a Chrome extension. My Chrome extensions are all here, sitting right there on my toolbar for easy access. And this one is our Genius Connector. So I click here, and then I can set up a lookup interval. So this is the number of minutes in between each request that it will send out. Again, to make sure that we're not showing Facebook any unusual activity. We don't look or come across as a spammer. You can also set it to 5 minutes, 9, or auto, which is 30 to 60 seconds. If you are already very consistent with adding new friends every single day. For now, I'm just going to set it to 3 minutes. Then for the same reason, to keep our account safe, to make sure we don't get blocked or any of that, we can also set a maximum number of requests we want to send out, a limit to the actions we are taking right now. So I've set it to 30 here. This is what it remembered from last time or from my last search, but you can make this whatever number you like. And then you can decide to leave it with that or to resume from your last search. And I always like to do this, even if I'm running it for the first time on this group. I'm just going to skip the first 15 people, because often those are the admins and the moderators of the groups, likely competitors, or at least not really the ideal person I'm trying to connect with. Then you could additionally decide to add keywords, and it will search for those keywords on someone's bio or headline on their profile. So if you are looking to connect with people in a certain industry, or maybe looking for investors, or looking for owners and founders or business owners, you can add those keywords. I know in most cases for brokers, you don't really need to use keywords, but you definitely want to add negative keywords, which basically just does the opposite from the keywords. This tells our Genius Connector tool the people we do not want to connect with. So any keywords your competitors may be using, unless you want to network with them and build a referral network, or have like other reasons and goals to connect with those people. But if you don't want to, you can filter them out with negative keywords. And as you can see, it saved 3 of my negative keywords from a previous search. Just to give you an example, that could be real estate, that could be broker, that could be agent, whatever you want to add here. And you can add as many as you like. Then last but not least, you are able, if you want to also create a message and save that and send it out with each of your friend requests to start an initial conversation. then wake up the next day to inquiries and messages in your inbox. It really is as simple as that. All we have to do is click run, and it will start scanning the group, searching for those people you are looking to connect with. I'm just going to stop it right here because I am not looking to connect with anyone inside this group right now. But that's all it does. It will scan and it will look for the next person. Of course, it will take in consideration the lookup interval that you set, but it will then do this automatically for you. And you can either continue to work on something else in a different browser window, or you can do this when you go to the gym, or when you go to bed, when you go do your grocery shopping, or whatever it is you do or like to do. Maybe you're on a viewing with a possible potential client. So that's our Genius Connector tool. And this allows you to connect with, well, there's no limit really, you know, you want to build it up, of course, but this will help you connect with ideal and potential clients consistently every single day. Imagine how much opportunity you are creating this way. Now that's for lead gen. There's multiple other ways you can use this same tool, our Genius Connector, to connect with people. You can run it on a specific post as well. So let's say you see maybe even a competitor's post, a little bit sneaky, but yeah, we know we're in a competitive industry, right? Maybe you see a listing, a property posted by someone else with a specific villa, and you have plenty of other villas similar to the one posted, similar budget, similar area. So all of the people who liked the post, who commented on the post asking for more information, whatever it may be, you might have the ideal property they are looking for, right? So you can run connector on a post as well, instead of a members list connecting with those people specifically. So now that we are generating all of these leads and our inbox will be full of new connections, the next thing is it's gonna at some point become very difficult, impossible almost, to really keep track of all of your leads, where they are at in the buying process, where they are at in your pipeline, how cold, warm, or hot your leads are, what they are looking for exactly. And when you do have a new property to add to your portfolio, how do you keep track of who to share it with, who's looking for a similar type of property? Well, that all becomes super easy with our Genius Messenger CRM. Now, let me go and share my screen with you once more to show you what our Genius CRM looks like. I will share my screen and take you into my Messenger inbox, and you will again immediately see that my Messenger inbox most likely looks completely different from yours, mainly because of all the color-coded labels and tags you see right here. So yes, exactly. As mentioned before, you can give all of your contacts a label and different tags with any and all information that is important for you to immediately see about your contacts, right? Because if we are connecting with people on a daily basis, and once we have a couple of thousand people in our pipeline on Facebook, it will become pretty impossible to remember everyone by name, right? So a couple of things we can do here is we can now, instead of only being able to search our contacts on their name, we can now also search for people based on a label. We can search for people, or we can catch up with our unread messages, make sure we don't forget to reply to people by filtering out unread messages only. We can search for people based on tags we've given them, or we can search contacts that are yet unlabeled if we want to go in and label them. Then here you see a couple of different tags, and they might not make any sense to you, of course, because my business is pretty different from yours, but don't worry, all of these both labels and tags are completely customized, and you set those up. You can choose the colors you prefer, and you can create tags for pretty much anything. A couple of things to give you some examples could be the budget. People, like, what budget do people have when searching for property or real estate? Are they searching for a home? Are they searching for a holiday home? Are they searching for a property with the purpose of investing? What area are they searching in? And again, let me just stick with Koh Samui as an example. Tags in my case could be sea view, beachfront, maybe number of bedrooms, or if they entered my pipeline through a specific campaign, an ad or a post, or with interest in a specific property, I can also make that a tag. So I know exactly where they came from and what they were interested in. You can even add all of your property, everything you have in your portfolio, as different tags. And then some other things we can now do with our Genius Messenger CRM. We can add notes to every contact's profile. So again, any details that are important for us to remember. And we add them just by simply typing something here, clicking add, and it will stick on that person's profile or contact in your Messenger inbox. So let's say someone is looking for a property in your area, but it's not where they are currently living, and they might be living across the country. But they told you that they are planning to visit 3 or 4 months from now, and they would like to schedule a couple of viewings, but it's a little soon. They're not quite sure what dates they will actually be in your area. So they're asking you to follow up with them 2 months from now or 3 months from now. You can add all of that information right here in your notes as well. And you can even take it a step further by setting up a follow-up notification for yourself to remind you that you need to follow up with this person. You can add a subject, an email if applicable. You can set the exact date and time that you want to receive this follow-up notification, and add any additional information that you want to add. Then something else we can do with our Messenger CRM is create and save different canned responses. So any messages or any information that you send to people quite often, you no longer have to retype all the time. You don't have to copy and paste. Links are a great example. If you have to share links to maybe your Facebook group, to your website, to your property listing, to maybe a calendar link to book a viewing, you don't have to memorize the entire URL or go search them and then copy and paste it into the conversation. Those things you can all save to your CRM as canned responses. I have my canned responses right here. Again, different type of business, so they will look very different from yours. But just to give you an idea of what or of how that works or what that looks like, let me open this one, for example. You'll see I have different messages saved right here. You have coding for someone's name, and it will automatically populate their first name. As you can see, it's just click, it will appear there, and I can send it. Click. If I want to tweak it or edit it a little bit or add some additional information, I can type right here, I can delete, I can do whatever I like, click send. So it saves you a lot of time. Then our tags, something else we can do with our labels and tags, and I think this is my favorite feature of all when it comes to our Messenger CRM. This is a real game changer. We can send broadcasts, which basically means sending bulk messages on autopilot. Let's not forget on autopilot, to a group of people based on the label or tag you have given them. So again, let's say you are adding a new property to your portfolio. You can then decide based on the tags you have given your contacts, you can filter out those people who are most likely also interested in this brand new property, newly on the market. And you can send them a message with the information. You can add images if you like, links to your website if you've added it to your website, whatever that may be, a link to a video, and tell everyone about this. Imagine like what this will do for you and how much this can increase your closing rate, how much easier this will make it to really stay on top of all of your leads and follow up with everyone properly. I hope this has been helpful and has given you a good idea of what these tools can do for you and how powerful the combination is, even of just Genius Connector and Genius Messenger CRM, right? So if you do have any questions, you know where to find us, reach out to us. And I wish you all an amazing rest of your day or night.